I ended my live stream from sleep streaming and I went back to sleep. I may as well have done a napping stream. I was just so tired. I still am tired. I look so tired. Yeah. So, yep. Even when I get to sleep, I still look tired. I have a smaller bowl today. I have my chia seed powder and my flaxseed powder in there. So I guess I'll just get on to it. It's going to be an interesting scenario. Okay. I'm going to mash one banana at a time because there's just no room to do two at a time. But to make sure the flaxseed powder and the chia seed powder don't go all crazy, I'm gonna put in some of the flax, some of the blackstrap molasses now. Good morning. Good morning. Okay.
Of Donkey Kong into the show. I would have liked to seen those, like the rhino and the ostrich. Like those guys were great. I think mine, if I had to pick, I think the mocap at times is pretty cool, and I like the fact that like this was the first show to really try to adopt it as much as they could. Yeah, it's not too bad. The movements are smooth. Nothing's like glitching out and looking too robotic. Next, Candy's boss, Buster, who's just a fancy French waiter version of Donkey Kong. This guy jump scared me so bad. I don't remember him from the game. I don't think he's in the game. To have this guy and not
Morning,
the
Fluffs.
ostrich or the
Fluffs
swordfish,
Vids. How you doing?
Yeah.
Have you been here before? I feel like I remember the word fluff before. Boy. And the other banana. Of course, these are like the biggest bananas for the smallest bowl. Like, look at that. Oversized. Good morning. Do you ever eat fried rice? Oh, well, I did in the past, but I try to be more careful about what I eat. Fried rice, just the fact that it's fried is already kind of not great. Share file official 5723. Blue Bear 45H third. Yes, you are. Dookie UYT. Hello. Have you been here before? That your name sounds familiar too. How you doing? I think the banana's mashed as it can be. Hey, welcome, Blue Bear. Awesome. What time zone are you in? Like, what time is it where you are? For me, it's 11:20 a.m. on Friday. Okay. Let's I guess I should actually mix this around so that way all the powder is distributed through the whatever this is called. Through the moisture, the liquid. Okay, that's that. Now I should put in the psyllium husk. Psyllium husk. La la la. Hi Regan, how are you? Another familiar name, but I'm not sure. I'll put 3 of these in here. Hi Mika Rio. How you doing? Keep asking how people are doing, but I don't really answer. Does anyone ever watch this? The retro cartoon dude? They're funny.
Buster is saying, "Why were you late for work?" And Candy's like, "Because of the baby Kong." And she gestures to the baby Kong, but it's disappeared from his barrel crib. And Candy panics and realizes that BK has crawled into the assembly line. It is about to be turned into a barrel. A barrel is assembled around him, and it makes a perfect baby barrel for him to sleep inside. And then the hologram Cranky appears for some reason and asks Candy for her help. But Candy doesn't seem interested in this at all. Holograms are boring. And then Baby Kong attacks the hologram, destroying it and running away. The top of his head is not good. He's got a second lump. He has 2 lumps. And it's more bald. Oh, I don't like his second bald lump. This is a pretty bad frame. It is, yeah. It's not good when they blink. Their eyes are so bulbous. So now Candy is panicking, trying to find the baby. And Diddy arrives, and there's a whole assembly line sequence where they're looking for BK. And over with King K. Rool in Cranky's hut, he's about to grab the crystal coconut, but a barrel suddenly flies through the door and smashes into the crystal coconut holder. And BK emerges from the barrel, and he's holding the crystal coconut now. Perfect. Diddy arrives, and Diddy and BK run away with the crystal coconut. These crocodiles don't even try to stop them. No. They're fine
making
with
breakfast.
this, even though they clearly have them outnumbered and outside.
I'm making breakfast, and then I'm gonna eat the breakfast. And I'm also listening to a YouTube video about old cartoons that people watch. There's these 2 guys, and they watch them, and I don't know, they just like make commentary. It's pretty funny. In Korea. Where you 11:50 p.m. from Mecrox 98. And we're sleeping. Okay, we'll have a good sleep. The only one what, Pyro? Okay. Time for the cacao powder. I know, I am tired. What's ASL? 11:54 p.m. in India right now. Okay. We'll have a sleep dance. Oh, shucks, I did it again. I forgot to grab a handful of almonds. I'll need to go do that. See, I'm just mixing it around. What are you eating? And give me some. Ha, Chevy Rivas. Package stuff? What package? Like what? From India. Hello. Carvault WWE. Hello. So this is 2 mashed bananas, psyllium husk, cacao powder, crunchy peanut butter, hemp hearts, fancy blackstrap molasses, raw cashews, chia seed powder, flaxseed powder, and almonds. It's not all assembled yet. I'm from Canada on the west coast. Okay. Now for the hemp hearts. Okay, hemp hearts. Okay. Now, cashews. And now I need to actually go grab almonds. I forgot to grab a handful of almonds earlier. So I'll go do that. And I'll be right back. Oh. Okay, I'm back with the almonds. I put the bowl a little too far away. Oh, shucks, I dropped it. Okay. 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 Almost back in place here. Okie dokie. Okay. Ah. Slippery. Okay, got the bowl. Almonds. Yeah. Ah. Breakfast assembled. I don't know what this person is saying. They're saying hi, but I don't know what their name is. It's like in... I don't know which language that is. Like, an Arabic language, I guess. Okay. Breakfast is served. Oh, yeah. Thanks for the likes. Okay. Okay. Here we go. Yeah, Liverpool's in Britain, right? Hack C20.
One of them's a baby. And he's slowly like waddling off. So next, the minion crocodiles are wearing barrels as disguises, and they arrive at Diddy's house, and they pop out and ask him to surrender the coconut, which is like, why were you even wearing disguises then? You should just like gonna come out when you get there and be like, hey.
A barrel moving through the desert, it's not much of a disguise.
You're right. These crocodiles, they shoot, they open fire.
What is a stray kid?
And they shoot these little blue alligators at them. Oh, and then they barrel spring themselves into the treehouse. So the crocodiles capture our heroes, and King K. Rool asks BK to hand over the coconut, but Kong refuses. And instead of just taking it, K. Rool just keeps screaming at the baby.
The baby just keeps going, no.
It's like taking candy from a baby, but to him, that's like a difficult
That's
thing
the
to do.
hardest thing you could ever have to do.
He's never been able to take candy from a baby. And then, suddenly, Baby Kong turns back into Donkey Kong for seemingly no reason.
Yeah, I was wondering about this. What are the rules of the transformation here? Is it just he?
Hey, a Bible reference. Hello, free me, Lord. I don't know what you're saying. Okay, is your boy Jax. Don't let anyone look down on you because you're young, but set an example for the believers in speech and conduct and love, faith. In conduct, love, faith, and purity. Purity. Philippians 4:13. I can do all this. That's nice. Adabian Suchian? I am eating. That's right. Romans 8:28. 1 Peter 5:7. That's a good reminder. 1 Peter 5:7 is a good reminder. Cast all your anxiety on him because he cares for you. Yeah, I'm not watching the World Cup. Lachlan's Theme Park Odyssey. Hello, SoloCon 4265. I'm just eating breakfast and people are... I don't know, this guy's asking about stray kids and I don't even know what that means. What do you mean stray?
His window of time.
They're at 22 minutes, yeah. The episode is over. King K. Rool's like, alright, I guess the episode's over then. And DK knocks him the out. Finally, in King K. Rool's evil lair, he drinks some youth potion, but it just turns him into a really tiny version of himself. And the episode is over.
I was disappointed because I wanted to see baby K. Rool, but they just shrunk him down. So lazy.
Yeah, this is so stupid.
There could have been like a great opportunity there for like a funny little baby gag at the end.
Yeah, we know the rules of the youth potion. That's all we know. And now it's working like this?
Also, you know what pisses me off about this image? He's in his crown, but he's still wearing his crown. Like, come on.
You're so right. That sucks.
Victor Maybaum. M7N. Hello. Huge AI news.
Here's the AI news you probably missed this week. Starting with the brand new model that has everybody talking right now, Claude Fable 5. Now, this is a model that I did an entire breakdown video of where I explain exactly what this model is, what people love about it, what people hate about it, some misconceptions, and even test it a little bit. You can find it over on my...
I'm eating mashed banana, chia seed powder, flaxseed powder, psyllium husk, natural crunchy peanut butter, cacao powder, hemp hearts, blackstrap molasses, and raw cashews with almonds. I said 2 mashed bananas, right?
YouTube channel. It's called Why Everyone is Freaking Out About Mythos. At least for right now. I split test titles and thumbnails constantly. But in case this is like the only video you watch each week to stay up to date with the news, I'll give you the TL didn't watch. So in Anthropic's announcement on June 9th, they actually announced 2 models, Claude Fable 5 and Claude Mythos 5. There's been a lot of videos and tweets and things like that saying that Anthropic finally unleashed Mythos on the world. But that's not technically true. They call Claude Fable 5 a Mythos class model, but it's not actually the Mythos model that everybody was freaking out about a couple months ago. This Mythos class model sits at a tier above Opus. So they have Haiku as their lowest tier, fastest, cheapest models to use. Sonnet was their middle tier. Opus was their top tier. Now the Mythos tier is the tier above Opus, and we're getting Fable 5, which is a Mythos tier model. The actual Mythos 5 model is for a small group of cyber defenders and infrastructure providers. They claim it's the same underlying model as Fable 5, but with the safeguards lifted in some areas. So there's a lot of extra safeguards put on top of this Fable 5, which prevents it from cybersecurity related prompts, biology related prompts, and even prompts related to like training your own AI models. Anthropic doesn't want anybody to use their models to help them train their own models, which is like a big point of contention right now. If you're interested in benchmarks, here's how it stacks up against other models. It's pretty much state of the art in everything if you trust these benchmarks. Now, SweBench Pro, hard to trust because it was recently found out that a lot of the Claude model...
Well, I hope that goes better for you. What, 06Y?
When being tested for this benchmark, essentially looked up the answer key instead of actually solving the problem. Now, this model is really designed for like the biggest, toughest, most logic-intense projects that you throw at it. We can see here Fable and Mythos can work autonomously for longer than any previous Claude models. Now, the big issue that people have with this model is more the safety and security issues. People have been showing screenshots where they upload blood work to it and ask it to analyze the blood work, and it refuses, saying that it's not safe to do that. Or people asking questions about cancer. This is actually something I confirmed myself when I asked it, explain how BRCA1 mutations increase breast cancer risk. I originally asked Fable 5 this prompt, and it switched it to Opus 4.8 for me, saying that it was too unsafe to ask Fable. There's also some controversy around this. Like, if you were to ask it about LLM development, it would actually pivot to like a dumber model and not answer the questions for you. This is from Anthropic's documentation. We've added safeguards related to frontier LLM development. We've implemented new interventions that limit Claude's effectiveness for requests targeting frontier LLM development. Unlike our interventions for cybersecurity, biology, and chemistry and distillation attempts, these safeguards will not be visible to the user. So essentially, if you were asking this model to help you create your own separate large language model, it would still respond. It would just dumb down the model and just give you like a worse response than it should. And people on X were not happy with this. The CEO Hugging Face said, power capabilities and economic wealth of risk in AI. We need open science and open source more than ever. Jeremy Howard says Anthropic has chosen the opposite of the safe path, allowing themselves their lab to use their top of AI research. They've said they'll sabotage others who try. This means the AI frontier advances and power imbalance increases. Graham Newbig here says, I feel we're getting a glimpse of a future where AI is only provided to a privileged few, and that's not a future I want to live in. And there are many such cases of tweets along this same vein here. Luckily, however, Anthropic relented, sort of. According to this article on NBC News here, after the outcry, Anthropic backtracked and reversed some of its most conservative decisions less than 2 hours after Fable 5's release, highlighting growing concerns about AI companies' ability to unilaterally limit users' access to helpful AI-generated information. You should have visibility into the safeguards we have in place and why. We're sorry for not getting the balance right. Basically, what it sounds like is happening is Anthropic's still going to block these things. They're still going to send you to a dumber version of the model when you ask them. They're just going to tell you that they're doing it instead of not telling you that they're doing it. So some quick additional detail.
Hey, Adam. How are you? Do I like them? Not really. I don't like those kind of movies, but I mean, I watched them before. I'll play VR games that are like that sometimes.
here before actually showing you some of the things it's capable of. As of right now, you can use it inside of one of the paid plans. So Pro, Max, and Team plans can use this Fable 5 model, but only until June 22nd. On June 23rd, they're going to remove Fable 5 from those plans. And if you want to use it after that, it's going to require additional usage credits. They do say if capacity allows, it'll extend the included window, so maybe we'll get it for a little bit longer. It is, however, pretty much the most expensive model. Pricing for both models is $10 per million input tokens and $50 per million output tokens. That's exactly double the cost of Claude Opus 4.8. Now, saying all of that, it is a really, really good model, especially if you're using it for like coding stuff. It's coded stuff with one shot that just blew me away. In the last video I made about it, I actually gave it the prompt, make a clone of Megabonk, which is, you know, a really fun 3D game, and it basically one-shotted this game. And it looks really, really good. I mean, this was the very, very first iteration out of the box with only that single prompt. I mean, it looks more like a potato than an actual person, and there's not much animation. We're just getting cubes. But the game was really fun. I was pretty impressed with how it came out on the first try, and it coded the whole thing into a single HTML file, which is kind of crazy. But I wasn't totally happy with that first version, so I went back and forth with a few more prompts, maybe 4 more prompts, giving it different features and different things I wanted.
Hey, Asada. How are you? I am reading comments. I am. Yeah, no kidding, Cridio 69. I need to eat slowly.
To do with the graphics, and here's where that game stands now that Fable created. And yes, it even generated the music, but we can see our character walks around. I can actually rotate my camera around the character. Our enemies are a little bit better looking than the cubes we had before. There's actually different depth to the terrain. There's, you know, rocks and things to bump into. I added the ability to sprint, the ability to jump. It's just a much better game.
Hello, Jennifer Madonna 9084. How are you?
Than the original potato running around killing cubes. So I was really impressed with this. I even put this game online if you want to try it and play around with it for free. The link will be in the description, and I put it up on GitHub. So if you do want to download this and fork it and make your own version of it, it is available to mess around.
Utopic Freedom. I don't think you really want me to smile while I'm eating. Sony 30, are you racist? The food can't be that good, but it's pretty good.
Around with there, but I'm warning you, it's a pretty addicting game. Just for fun, I asked Fable to make me a YouTube clone called AITube, not because I wanted to see if it can clone the look of the site, but I wanted to actually see if it would clone a recommendation algorithm. I wanted it to pull a bunch of videos from YouTube, and then based on videos that I watched, it actually recommended new videos, and this is just one shot. This is one prompt here, and this is what it looks like. As you can see, this is AITube. This is not YouTube, complete with history. You can see I've already been testing it, where I watched a couple videos in the history. There's an explore page with hardware, podcasts, entertainment, all again, videos related to AI, and it's showing a bunch of my videos because, well, I watched.
Hey, Jennifer Madonna. Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. Where do you wear the badge? I believe I have a creator, and people call him God. Jennifer Madonna, I'm not eating oats, but oats in here would be a good next thing to add in here for sure.
One of my videos, and then it started recommending more of those. If I come down here and watch, you know, like one of Matt Vid Pro's videos, you can see it looks just like I'm watching it on YouTube. It's got the sidebar with up next and everything. But if I actually go home, it should have updated my homepage. Now it's still recommending my videos because it pulled in more of my videos than any other videos. But we can see that it no longer recommending the Matt Vid Pro video because it thinks I already watched it. If I click on this Wes Roth video and then click back to my homepage, I actually have a slightly updated set of videos. I don't know how well the recommendation algorithm is working. It's kind of hard for me to test since it seemed to have pulled in a lot of my own videos. But it seems like it is updating every time I watch a video.
I don't talk about my age. Oh. Jennifer, do you think you saw me wear like online? Oh, thanks, Cridio.
And come back to the homepage, the videos sort of change a little bit. Anyway, it was a fun one-prompt test. I don't actually plan on pursuing this as a real project. But probably the most impressive project that I built is this new one called YouTube Article B-Roll Generator. Now, this one actually lives on my desktop. It doesn't live in the browser. But let me show you what this one does. You can see I can turn any article into B-roll. I just give it a URL. So, for example, I can give it this article we were just looking at on Anthropic Claude Fable 5. But what I did was I made it so I can highlight text like this. Let's just say I want to highlight for a small group of cyber defenders and infrastructure providers, blah, blah, blah. I select that text, click Save Selection, and then maybe I want to select some more text down here about knowledge work. Select this paragraph here, click Save Selection at the top, and then if I click Capture Page, watch what happens. It actually screenshots the entire page, and then it gives me these animations automatically out of the book.
No comment, Tiny Lion Gaming. Mhm. 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 Mhm.
Where it zooms in on the page for me and highlights the text I just highlighted, just like that. So it highlighted that first chunk of text, and then it's going to zoom down and highlight that second chunk of text that I was talking about right there, like that. And I made it have a bunch of different animations. So I got this headline reveal. So this is the second type of animation that it'll. All right, there we go.
Mhm. Mhm.
Reveal. So this is the second type of animation that it'll create where it'll zoom in like that. And then I've got this read along animation where it does it in this style. They're all pretty similar, but you get the idea. We've got a spotlight here where I press play on this video.
Tiny Lion Gaming, I don't really talk about my heritage also, but I am Canadian. Are you giving a great? Okay. And then Jennifer says, IDK, how people to listen to me. Oh no. How do people you know, there's some good YouTubers. There's this one well, Rebecca Zung is someone who's smart to listen to. There's this one, her name's Eva Pompadour or something. Eva Pompos. Pomporos. So if you listen to Eva Pomporos, she has some good advice. She has some really good advice. I guess she worked for like the CIA or something, and so she knows all this like strategic body language and stuff. And more than that too, not only strategic body language, but Lisa Bilio, which is like LisaBilYeu. She has a lot of good people on her podcast. She brings a lot of good perspectives to her podcast. How do you do it for 60 people? No. Emperor Mark F9S. I can read what you're saying. Nice joke. It's made me laugh. Nick and Dill, hey? Okay, have a great night. Have a good sleep, Jennifer. Bye.
And you can see it sort of spotlights it like that, or this box call out. You can see it zooms to this and then sort of circles it. Yeah, still some issues I got to figure out here, but then it circles that paragraph there. I can change how long each of these steps last for. I can change the color of the highlighting, change the color of the borders, things like that. And then when I'm done, I click on export and it saves it as an MP4. And now I've got B-roll of this article that I can throw into my video. And I don't have to go record this B-roll separately.
Hey, Lucy, Bernard, Village Life, how are you? Hello, Bells Bean. How are you? Sydney Neal, no, I am not celebrating Pride Month. Because I believe in something more than Pride Month. I believe in everyone getting along all through the year, all through time. Not only one group of people and only for a month. It's not like I want people to not have a nice time. And it's not that one group's over the other group. It's just that I think we can just work on all cooperating and enjoying each other's company as a daily practice rather than a month's focus and highlight. Thanks, Sidney Neal. Do you have anyone from your family in the house? Well, I don't think I'd talk about my family. They're not on my stream, so, you know. So I'm going to jump into VR chat. You're welcome to join me. Do you have a VR headset? If you have a VR headset, you can come join me in VR chat. I'll be switching over to that stream in a moment. Good call. Yeah, I have boundaries. Same thing with Black History Month. It's like, if I want to study history, I can study history at any time of the year. I'm not, I don't know. I think atrocities that people experience as a group are worthwhile throughout the year. I don't think one month over another it would make a difference in my life. It's good for people who it's good for, but for me, I don't want to take away or add something because of the social custom of the day. I think that there's lots of investigation a person will be able to do into the histories of people, and it's relevant at any time. I don't know why I would need to highlight 30 days. It just seems very leading. I don't know. To me, if I'm focusing on, like, you know, loving my neighbor and focusing on caring, supporting people daily, then I'll be looking into like the histories of peoples, and that's not something I'd need to reserve time for exclusively because of the fact of doing it, or something I'd already be doing. Okay, so hello, let's fit with Shivani. So yeah, I'm going to do VR. You play from PC sometimes, Critio? That's awesome. Just add Sailor Green Tea and we can meet up on VR chat. Okay, so thank you for liking, commenting, and subscribing. Especially thank you for commenting because it gives me something to work with. And come join me in VR chat if you have a headset or if you have VR in general. I think my opinion on Afghanistan is that, I don't know. No, like, don't be crazy. People try to rule over each other to their own fault and to each other's fault. So it's like, I don't know. I don't think there's really an opinion on Afghanistan. SNJR AR 6321. Yeah, who knows what the rest of the world is doing? There seems to be a strategy that people do. I don't know if it's like a one strategy, but I mean, each nation seems to have their own strategy for something. It's kind of crazy. Okay, thank you for being. Talk to you soon. Bye.